Rodgers is back saying movie quotes to the media, and he cannot keep getting away with this, while also we could see a new rookie Jet be replacing an old massive disappointment, and we're going to break it all down. So what's up, guys? Welcome back to Jets Digest. It's Chris and Matt here, and we're going to jump right into the video as always. But also, guys, make sure to subscribe to the channel. It really does help us out a ton. 15.5% of viewers are subscribed. But we're going to jump right into this thing because, well, Aaron Rodgers is back saying movie quotes to the media for absolutely no reason whatsoever. Like, that's going to go out there and help the Jets win games. As he was asked about the 3-7 season, Rodgers said, "There are a lot of pies to be eaten around here this year. Flavored humble. But you have to hold on to the beautiful thing in life called hope." And then also allured to the team needing to sharpen its practice habits, saying from Monday to Saturday, we aren't winning consistently enough. Well, the game's on Sunday, in case you forgot, week to week. But then noted the last 3 weeks of practice were the team's best of the year. Why is he talking about pie? Like, did he just smoke weed or something and it has the munchies? Like, what is going on with Aaron Rodgers? Like, genuinely, what is happening? I know he's been weird. I know this isn't new, that Aaron Rodgers is kind of a weird guy. I don't mind that he's weird. But you're 3-7 and you're talking about pie. I don't get it.
There have been so many quotes like this that we have made videos on, and we're trying to break them down. And I honestly feel like at this point, we're putting way too much effort into trying to break down these quotes because there just has to be no meaning behind this. Like, what does this mean? This is probably just the thing that happens when he is in the media too much, because every single Tuesday he's always on the Pat McAfee show. So he probably has a mic in front of him a little bit more than he should. So he's going to say ridiculous things like this. No Jet fan at 3-7 wants to sit here and hear about, one, about pies, two, about the last 3 weeks of practice were our best weeks. We lost to the Patriots, who we need to beat 10 times out of 10, and got crushed by the Cardinals in the last 3 weeks. How do you have good weeks of practice leading up to that? 10 days off before the Arizona Cardinals game, and their defense gets like 2 stops in garbage time, and not one during the regular course of the game? Like, what are they even doing at practice? How could they have had if these were the good weeks of practice, Chris, I don't even know what the bad weeks looked like, because it's just horrible, horrible, horrible football being played. And we gave him props in either last video or 2 videos about how he's finally done saying the stupid stuff that doesn't mean anything. But one day later, he's right back talking about, I don't want to say anything in that quote again because it's starting to make me mad looking at all the comments in there, because Aaron Rodgers should be saying nothing right now. He should be putting his head down and getting to practice and start working on trying to save this season and proving that he has a future in the NFL farther than just the end of this year. Because right now, he's hurting his legacy. He is viewed as one of the top 5, 4 to 8 in that range of the best quarterbacks to ever pick up a football and throw a pass in the NFL. Right now, he's putting himself farther down on that list because of how poorly his time is going in New York. Tom Brady at the top of the list, all the same things. He changed teams. He was really old, wasn't mobile, and somehow he won a Super Bowl. Aaron Rodgers, if you're going to be viewed as one of the best players of all time, Drake May called him the GOAT earlier this season. If he's going to be viewed as one of the best players of all time, he has to have a better showing than what he's done this year. It is extremely frustrating to watch him on the field, and just gets so much worse watching this occur off the field, where just day after day after day, he says stuff that means nothing. And I don't know if he wants the attention. I don't know if it means something in his head, but it is definitely frustrating to see. And I'm sick of reading quotes and hearing quotes like this from Aaron Rodgers.
I'm trying to think of another time in sports when a player who was at the end of their career switched teams and things went well that isn't Tom Brady. And it rarely happens. Like, let's be honest, in the course of all the sports, like maybe hockey, I frankly have no idea. I don't ever watch hockey. But baseball's too many players, so leaving it to the most important position in all the 4 American sports in quarterback, or basketball, because there's the least amount of players on the court in that sport where the positions matter more. I'm trying to think of an old guy going to a team and not having success, and then basically instead of being some like veteran talking about the smart thing to do, he just got real weird with it instead. Like, this is the weirdest thing I've ever seen. Like, I know he said weird movie quotes in the past, but now it's like, oh, well, Thanksgiving is coming up. I guess I'll talk about pie. Like, I'm so lost. Like, I'm at a loss for words. Like, okay, the final season that Brady was on the Buccaneers, the division sucked, so they made the playoffs. And they didn't do anything, but the division sucked and they made the playoffs. When they were struggling, Tom Brady didn't just say, well, as you guys know, I like to drink water. And this water has been tainted thus far. No, what? Like, no one's going out there and saying stuff. Like, this is the... I genuinely don't know how to respond to this. Imagine being in the media and asking him, Aaron, you guys are three, and I know this was on the Pat McAfee show. I understand that him and Pat McAfee are friends, and Pat McAfee's very funny and is good at talking to Aaron Rodgers, and when Aaron Rodgers says something weird like this, Pat McAfee is a veteran at being friends with Aaron Rodgers, so he knows how to respond. Imagine you're interviewing Aaron Rodgers. One-on-one interview, like it's one of us, just sitting here interviewing Aaron Rodgers. Just like, Aaron, in season 3 and 7, you guys essentially have to win the next 7 games. You're going to miss the playoffs. That's heavily unlikely with the way that you guys have been playing football. Maybe not saying exactly that, because that's kind of not the nicest thing to say to a guy. But something along those lines, and it's like... And you get a response where he just says, there are a lot of pies to be eaten around here this year, flavored humble. But you have to hold on to the beautiful thing in life called hope. My response would probably be this. Well, like, subscribe, and tune into the next video, guys. I'll catch you in the next one. Have a great day, and go Jets. Because, frankly, I don't know what else I'm going to say to that. I'm like, all right, I mean, sure, cool, pie.
Yeah, you got
right.
to wrap up the video right there.
Yeah, you just got to, I might not even say anything. I might just hit stop recording, because I'm like, well, that was the dumbest response to that question that anyone could have Aaron Rodgers could have stripped down naked and walked away, and that would have made just as much sense as what he said. He could have just literally looked up, like, used the Apple, like, suggest typing thing, hit the middle a bunch of times, and just read, like, today's brown weather system seems to be looking off into the distance as I try to conjure a thought process. Like, it's just a bunch of nothing. Like, I don't understand what's wrong with Aaron Rodgers up here. Maybe lay off the shrooms for a bit, bro, but also you do you. However, also, Tyron Smith is injured, Matt. Tyron Smith's neck injury could force the Jets to put in the man, the rookie, the guy who's better than Tyron Smith today, Olu Fashanu.
So, Tyron Smith, neck injury. He is going for an MRI, and we're going to see if he's going to continue to play this season. He has been struggling so far through 10 weeks, and this is, you would expect him to play a little bit better, but knowing Tyron Smith's injury history, you kind of expected him to only play this many games, which is why you go out in the first round and draft a guy like Olu Fashanu out of Penn State, who could be an elite left tackle in this league going forwards. So Tyron Smith, if he is going to have to be injured and he's going to miss some games here, some weeks, Olu Fashanu should be able to fit right in. I really like the fact that we didn't have to start Olu right out the gate to give him more time to learn how to be a pro and how to handle the size and strength and speed of players in the NFL. Hassan Reddick and Will McDonald, I'm sure, have been giving him great reps at practice, seeing how those guys are really good pass rushers. So hopefully we've seen Olu Fashanu play at guard, at tackle, at right tackle. I'm excited to see what he can do when moved to his natural position of left tackle. A lot of Jets fans wanted to see Brock Bowers get drafted, but I was telling everyone before the draft, the guy the Jets need was Olu Fashanu, because this guy is I truly believe he's a special talent on the offensive line. He's got the height, size, strength that you're looking for. Great pass protector, absolutely amazing pass protector. He's got to work a little bit on his footwork, and a little bit, he has a tendency to lean forwards a little bit when he's blocking. So he's going to get that. If he can get that worked out, he could really turn into a one of the top left tackles in football, something I'm really excited for. That's the thing that you go out and spend a top 10 pick on. I know they picked him at pick 11. It's a top 10 pick. Great player. Really want to see what he can do. And we're probably, even if Tyron Smith can go this week, there's a chance that with his struggles playing and his age and his injury history, they might leave him in or they might take him out just to give him some extra time to rest and to make sure he's fully okay before he comes back. And also, they probably want to see what Olu Fashanu can do at left tackle.
As Harrison Glazer mentioned via Connor Hughes, Tyron Smith has allowed 11 sacks this season, which is tied for the most in the league with Broderick Jones. So, Tyron Smith, like many a Jet, has woken up and forgot how to play football because he went to the Jets. We talked about this yesterday. Sometimes you go to the Jets, you wake up, you realize you're not good at football anymore. That happened with Tyron Smith. Also, though, in his defense, he's older. He's had a litany of neck issues. It's not the first time that he's went down with a neck injury. It happened last season. It happened in 2020. Tyron Smith is someone who is due for injury specifically to his neck, and it is what it is, and it's sad. The problem was last year he was phenomenal on the Cowboys, so it just sucks that this is the year that he decided, no, I'm done. I'm good. I'll be healthy, but I'll suck instead. Yay. I don't know, dude. I don't know. I'm still thinking about how I just wish that Aaron Rodgers just stripped down naked and walked away, because that still would have been a better response.
That definitely would have been a better response. People on Twitter are saying that Tyron Smith, he hurt his neck from watching pass rushers run past him. And I think that is definitely, looking the way he played, that's definitely a possibility of how it happened.
Yeah, it's really depressing. Being a Jets fan sucks, guys. So keep watching these videos, though, because we're going to keep making them, and we're still going to have fun watching the Jets make us try to not have fun. But we're stronger. Guys, tune in to the next one. Like, subscribe, turn on post notifications. Ooh, 2 videos today. Let's go. Let us know if you like that. We'll start making 2 a day if y'all want. Have a great day, and go Jets.